This is My Vision TV, episode number 3. This episode took us deep into the heart of 2 states as we followed Urthboy as he did his Kill Live show to sold out crowds. As we arrived in Sydney, Urthboy was preparing to release the highly anticipated The Herd album. We took time to sit down with him and ask him a few questions about his career.
I tell him it's not talk like cheese and chalk, and we walk without fear in the ground we tread. It's flawed, cause you're hearing all the thoughts going round my head. We're paradox and respect wed and
Alright, my name is Urthboy, I'm from The Herd. I also run a record label named Elephant Tracks. We're based here in Enmore in inner West Sydney.
Troubled water down, but don't worry, we'll sort it out. And you've got to be engaged. You're not just listening to your mates. We're trying to save the world, a brave new world. I love that bitter taste. And you've got to be engaged. It's not a grudge match every day. It's the necessary phases. Cause no folk song ever saves us.
I didn't really have a strict musical background. I didn't ever get trained in any instrument and never really thought too much of music classes. I think I joined the choir when I was in school and pretty soon after got tapped on the back in a meeting with all the kids singing and told I wasn't, my services weren't needed. So I got interested in music through graffiti and writing rhymes. That was what was my whole thing, and luckily enough it sort of one thing led to another and I was able to treat it with a lot of the respect that it needs, because there's so much time that is needed for any kind of craft to be able to be explored with the kind of respect that it needs to actually be good. And there's a luxury there. A lot of people who spend a lot of time working on music don't ever have the luxury of spending the time needed to make it what they want to it to be.
No folk song ever saved us, and you've got to be engaged. You're not just listening to your mates. We're trying to save the world, a brave new world. I love that bitter taste.
Alright, now we've gone from Triple J and we have to come over to Inertia to pass on our great piece of work, our new album. It's called Summerland. And our label manager is hopefully very excited to hear it. Otherwise, we have to work at getting a new label manager because he's got to be excited. But he's just over here, so we'll come over and do the handover. These are the white collar crooks.
How you going? What's up?
Henry, how are you?
Good, man. Exciting time, huh? What you got for me?
I have got you the album. So this is Henry, who is our label manager here at Inertia.
I've only been waiting for this for the last 3 months. Finally.
Yeah, we have to keep it on a leash. Can't get too much excitement out too early.
Word, man.
So yeah.
This is exciting.
Yeah, well, see how it goes. And
Righteous.
hopefully it's something that Inertia can work with.
I reckon we can probably work with it.
Yeah.
It'll be a bit of an effort, but
Yep.
slip it in.
Yep. For sure.
Come on in.
Yeah, so we'll head on in and check it out.
What a day, huh?
Yeah.
Gonna get some bonus singing on it right now. I like that.
Urthboy is a story of such little consequence that it sort of grates me a little, even reminding myself about it. But it was just simply something that occurred when I first came across the internet in the mid-90s, and it was very revolutionary. People who are growing up these days will not understand it because it's just always been around. But back then, it was the end of high school, it was coming towards the end of high school, and the internet was just a big great thing, and Urthboy was the first name that I gave myself for an email address, and it just sort of stuck, and I never really planned to go and record solo albums and join a band and become known as this character. It was just a simple, stupid email. So when you come up with an email, don't forget that it could stick with you and become something that marks your identity. So any more of those stupid emails, you're going to feel it later on, just like I do with Urthboy. Elephant Tracks started with a few guys that are still in the label, and I guess mainly it started with the guy Kenny Sabir. He sort of had this idea of putting out real DIY productions and providing an outlet for other people who are sort of like-minded. So you know, that originally started with just Burns, and the actual original first project from Elephant Tracks was really just a mixtape for a friend going overseas. Except the mixtape was all original music, you know, it was all kind of people writing songs in their bedroom and recording it and then, you know, giving it to a guy going overseas. And it sort of, you know, quite a few people, you know, were just really interested in the idea, so more people got on board, and you know, from very early on, most of the people that are in the herd now were involved. The only person who wasn't is Jane Tyrrell, and she really has been a big part of us for the last few years. But yeah, it started with Kenny, started with a few other guys, Carho, Simon who's now in PNG. He's not performing with the herd, but you know, a few people have come and gone throughout that time, and it's never been it's always been quite a loose structure, but because we all get so much out of it, we have had people who have just been there since the start for 10 years and still, you know, really interested in what we can do as a label.
Everybody wanna make some noise, let me hear your crazy voice, let me say oh, say yeah. Everybody wanna make some noise, let me hear your crazy voice, let me hear you say oh. I don't want your money nor your preemptive wars, or your small talk or your life goals. You can keep your Porsche mansions and tennis courts, interact out, tripping like Santa Claus. Let me have my book, let there be a pen within your silence, and a busy day to have a little time to think. Let a little peace prosper in the Middle East, without politicians boiling out the bit of hate. Drop a fist to family's feet, do you follow me? So much more to life than fueling the economy. Give up politics, no less one stolen land. Say the obvious, it's crunch, not the dollars, man. I'm just a common man, like to sing